JJ, the CPA is here.
JJ, the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. Hey, let's walk through the new EZ PPP forgiveness application. Let's go through it step by step. Hey, do me a favor if you would. If you haven't subscribed, please click that button. And then, gosh, I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up. So I'm going to pull up the new hot off the press EZ PPP forgiveness application. And let's just walk through this and it will be easy. So you're going to see here, and I'm going to be looking at it here on my screen. You're going to see it right here on the other side of me. But when you're going through, of course, you're going to enter in your name, and if you have a trade name, business address, EIN, and this would be the same information that you would have put on the PPP application to get the loan. The SBA PPP loan number and the lender PPP loan number you'll get from the bank if you don't already have it. So if you don't, just ask the bank for that. You're going to put in your PPP loan amount that you actually got, and you're going to put in that disbursement date, which you will get from your lender if not already. So in red is what we would be completing here in this video. So this is meant for the self-employed. This video is for those that file a Schedule C. It's for the self-employed, sole proprietor, independent contractor, gig worker, single member, LLC, for those that are filing a Schedule C. And if you remember, for those that are self-employed, this would then be for those that don't have employees. So we're just doing strictly that Schedule C. I think this will be most helpful. So number of employees at the time of loan app, 0, because you're not an employee. Employees at the time of forgiveness app, 0, because you're not an employee. Now, the payroll schedule. Many questions were, do I pay myself weekly? Doesn't matter for you. So you're going to mark it other, and you're going to put Schedule C. And then on the covered period, you're going to actually put in dates here. But it's the disbursement date is when you're going to have the start date, and then 168 days after that. List it. It also indicates then that you're using the 24 weeks, which is most important because when you opt for the 24-week option, okay, then you get this higher amount. Therefore, you want to put in the 24 weeks or 168 days. Now, I'm going to go down here to the bottom, and what I want you to see is that what we're using here is the actual Schedule C, and we need to know what Schedule C amount was used. So in this example here, we are going with that those were the exact same and that there was no difference, right? So what do I mean by that? That means that the Schedule C line 31 that you used to get the loan is the exact line 31 of Schedule C that you're filing with the IRS. Okay, so amount used in actual meaning what was filed with the IRS. So in this, Schedule C line 31 was $46,000 at the time that the loan was received. So line 6, we know the PPP loan amount would have been Schedule C line 31 divided by 12 times 2.5 or $9,583. So now let's go back up to line 1. And what are the payroll costs when you're doing the 24-week option for the self-employed Schedule C filer? Well, it's the actual Schedule C that you filed, that line 31 divided by 12 times 2.5. Well, assuming the actual and the used is the same, then the payroll cost would be $9,583 as well. Now, in this example, there'd be no reason to include anything in line 2, 3, and 4. See future videos as it relates to that. Now, what is the potential forgiveness? So now we're looking at line 5. Well, on line 5, what are we doing? We're adding up line 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Well, we don't need 2 through 4, so we already got the amount that we need. So lines 1, 2, 3, and 4 is going to be $9,583. We know that our loan is $9,583, just calculated that. And then yes, it's divided by, and I've got a number of videos if you're just wanting to know why, but guess what? You'll see here in a second, it doesn't really matter for you to understand why it's divisible by 60%. If for some reason that throws you off, it is. That's the law. It's not a typo. It is. But you're going to take then line 1, which is the 9,583, divide it by 60%, which is 15,972. It's irrelevant in the sense that for this example, you're looking at line 8, which is the forgiveness amount, which is the smallest of line 5, 6, or 7. So it's the smallest of line 1, 2, 3, and 4 added together, compared to what the PPP loan is, compared to the payroll cost divided by 60%. So you're getting the lower of, and it's then $9,583 as your forgiveness amount. And so you are done. Then on page 2, you'll want to read through. There are certifications that you are signing off on. So you'll read through each one of those. You will initial it. You'll note that on one of them, at the end, you just have to initial at least one. But nonetheless, no reason to go through that in this video because you're going to sign off on all that, assuming that it's all true for you. And then you're going to sign and date page 2, and you're going to submit that to your lender. Now, on page 3 are some additional definitions. Now, in the instructions, it does indicate what documents you do need to hand in to the lender, what documents you also need to retain, which is the information that was used to prepare this. Just remember with the self-employed, if this is your circumstances, okay, you have very little documentation to provide other than your Schedule C, the actual, because that will be in essence what your loan forgiveness will be limited to, is that actual amount. So if you would like to go through the application yourself, you can go to jjthecpahelp.com. I've got a link in there on my forgiveness page as well as the SE forgiveness page for the self-employed. You'll see the Easy app, and I also have a link to the instructions. No booby traps. It's all there for you. You just click on it, or you can go to the SBA.gov and do a word search for this. So this is how to complete Form 3508 Easy for the PPP loan forgiveness application. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. All right, hey, have a great day.
Hi, this is JJ the CPA, and
JJ, the CPA, has been serving thousands of businesses for the last 27 years. He is also a national speaker teaching CPAs across the U.S. about the latest tax laws, as well as an author and now what many call a YouTuber. Through this COVID era, JJ became a voice of calm during the pandemic, guiding countless businesses, self-employed individuals, and fellow tax pros through the PPP maze. Now, JJ is taking his know-how to help businesses that have asked for his help to rebound out of this mess that no one saw coming. He is doing this out of his own pocket, not for a fee, and to simply show the American business owner that they are not alone. JJ, America's CPA, is here to help save the entrepreneurial spirit, one business at a time.
Hey, the CPA is here, been doing this for years. We bout to get your money right, you got nothing to fear. From the burbs to the ghetto, put the pedal to the metal. I got my mind. Yeah. JJ, the CPA is here. Let's go. Yeah. JJ, the CPA is here.